All right, gold morning, afternoon, and evening to everyone. This is Jed Lierdo of Team eToro, Pilipinas. Kamusta, Laksa? And today is December 20 in Philippines time. So, this is another live day trading with you guys. And here's a quick update with our starting from the top sa low risk account natin, which is this account right now that you're looking at. We just closed everything, and here this is FJville in one word, and this is one of our popular investor account that usually makita nyo sa Copy People page, right, when you're checking it. Ito yung last trades natin kahapon, December 20. We closed it around 5:30. We closed it around 5:30. And today, we're looking for, of course, other opportunities. Medyo wala pa. And also something that you would want to, think about on especially sa holidays, kasi medyo mahina yung trading on holidays, right? So baka maipit kayo if you're gonna be actively trading. Obviously, I will tone down a bit sa trades natin. But this is how we did sa low risk natin so far month to date. We are at 2%, and that's actually beyond our target already. I updated my target with your low risk account natin, and we're actually only targeting 1% monthly. And with that being said, we're actually hitting the target right now and about to recover our minor loss sa November. This loss was actually not an actual loss. It's just that yung parang sudden move sa Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin position natin dati, which we already closed also. Kaya empty yung portfolio natin ngayon. And you'll see that because here and this sa baba, right? Big numbers, big red numbers, but it's not that big of an actual loss kasi actually times 1 lang mga to. Yeah. Yung leverage, walang leverage, kumbaga. So X1 times 1, right? So hindi siya masyadong malaking loss. If you notice, malaki yung numbers. However, when you look at our stats page, hindi siya masyadong nag-affect, right? Because yun nga, X1 lang yung mga position ko kasi they're long terms. All right, and also November, actually we didn't have any bad trade or loss pag last month. If you're gonna check here, let's say 3 months yung filter natin dito, if you scroll down and if you looked at November, Open time yan. So we're gonna look at close, right? Kasi that's what you call as realized uh, portfolio or equity, right? So realized sa equity natin or sa portfolio natin by sa November last month was like negative was it negative 1.3, right? Or 1%, right? So negative siya because towards the end of November nag-drop yung Bitcoin and it just recovered, recently back to 7,000 line. So and now it's like going sideways and that's kind of dangerous. So if you look at here sa November natin, if we scroll down, wala actually tayong loss. Wala tayong bad trade, right? There and medyo maliit lang yung trades natin that time compared to now December, which we've been trading a lot. Ayan. So that's how, medyo tricky yung how you read the stats page unless you're actually, trading or practicing in eToro on a daily or at least weekly basis. So yun, that's our lowest account. And our highest account, of course, which we are actively trading, the same username actually, and then yung pagkakaiba lang is my HR towards the end. And if you look at that, yung strategy natin sa high risk account, for those guys who are new to our page or to our stream, welcome. And high risk, high returns, right? So of course, high risk, higher the losses also. So way back in August, quick overview lang is that, ito yung mga ang daming Trump indicator na nangyari. And experience that loss when right off the bat we started this account. And by the way, this account was created based on the demand from the community or from our group. Right? Kasi gusto nilang sumabay sa high risk, high frequency trading natin. So, ito yung account ginawa natin way back August. But then by September, we recovered and we even earned more, right? Nag-close tayo ng 56% and actually we ranked sa monthly competition sa eToro. Of course, not ending on the top 10 because ang daming gambler na nandun sa top 10, right? Like over 1,000 earnings. And then, of course, October, again, the trading, ito yung mga malalaking impact sa, trade wars sa US and China. We lost like 35 of our overall portfolio. 35, so that's roughly 55%, right? Now, running month to date natin is 21%. This is not yet updated, right? Because we just recently closed a lot of our positions. Kahapon, we were actually almost 100%, right? Sa portfolio natin sa oil. And if you look at that, we just have 3 more positions to close. Diba? Looking good. Medyo natakot yung mga copiers natin. The moment, if you saw our video yesterday, I'm about to upload the video for yesterday sa YouTube channel natin. If you want to watch that, meron tayong YouTube channel for our community. It's just below here sa description ng stream natin. You could go there and check it out and subscribe. And also enable the bell button to get notified once I post a new video, right? So going back, yes, we did have a lot of positions here, or actually like I think 11 positions, right? But recently, look at the close time. We closed a lot of them also, right? The span of few hours, right? So na-close tayo yung they're all TP target. Like I adjusted the TP targets. So I wanted to secure our earnings, right? Now we're looking to close even our lower or earlier positions, right? Kasi now oil is, I think, about to even push down, right? So if you look at the day chart here natin, with the MA 5, 8, and 13, right? It's about to converge yung moving average here, and that would signal us seeing more of it going down. And again, by the way, please exercise your, always exercise due diligence. That means research it, plan it before you execute. What I'm talking about today, right now, are simply my point of view. I'm not recommending anything, right? I'm not saying you short also, right? Um, but this is my point of view, all right? So, gusto ko lang malinaw yan. Para iwas FOMO. Kasi ang dami nang nafo-FOMO. And, alam naman natin yung mga newbies, medyo mainit whenever first starting. And then suddenly, when mag-experience ng loss, yun, biglang nawawala. Right? Biglang nawawala sa chat room. Or, nagiging inactive, right? Sa community. So, yun. Going back dito sa one day chart, that's what you see 1D dito. And by the way, this is trading view, not eToro's charting. The reason why I'm using this is because I'm very familiar with it and I like the interface, and this is just a personal preference. So I have here the 4 chart, right? It's what we call as a TFC in my strategy. And again, you could also watch those old videos YouTube channel natin. I always look at 4 charts at a time to see and look for opportunity for using my own strategy, what I call as TFC, or time frame continuity, right? 4 charts, fast paced, short time frames, right? Maximum within a day or two. Because I'm a day trader solely, I like day trading. And this is what I see right now. So going back sa price ng oil ngayon, let's open oil. And let's see. Put natin si oil dito so you can see. In eToro's price, the selling price, by the way, by default, when you see price here, that's the sell price, right? How do I know? Because I've been trading in eToro, but to confirm that, you open the trade, right? If you switch buy, you see iba yung price nila, right? Because that's the price difference. Whatever in between, that's how we make money, right? When it moves down, if you're shorting, then, right, it goes, that's an opportunity. So if you click on sell tab here, that's what I know. That's how you know that's the sell price. And if you look at that, that's exactly the same. So all the prices that you see in any page sa eToro, in any instrument or stock, whatever you go, the default price that you're seeing there is the sell price, right? And the opposite, of course, is the buy price. Okay? Kasi that's a very common basic mistake or question sa mga newbies natin. Like, bakit iba yung price when I open it and then when I close it? Right? So that's common, something that you will probably miss. So yun, the prices here, of course, is very different also sa trading view, because we are looking at, you can see here, merong TVC dito, right? That's actually the exchange that I'm using right now. If we open the symbol, yung source sa exchange natin is TVC. So I just wanted to point that out, kaya my price difference. Somebody asked me a few days, and actually it's a recurring question, if kailan ba daw makokonek yung eToro prices, or parang may feed, kumbaga. Because basically eToro acts like an exchange too, because they have their own prices, right? So kailan daw makokonek yung eToro sa trading view? That's a very good question, and we are also waiting for that feature to go live, right? We're very excited. When that happens, then automatically we're gonna switch to that exchange or pricing. Kasi yun nga, when you search for it, right? When you search for here, when you search for oil or use oil, you'll see a lot of exchange, right? Yun yung mga sources, di ba? So oil is a commodity, right? So we're actually trading in US oil, WTI, right? So ito yung US oil. So on TradingView, there's only one, right? Coming from TVC. Hopefully soon, I don't know when, but hopefully soon we'll have that feature, right? Ayun. So here we go, right? So let's close ko ulit. Yun. So we're gonna open our high risk account, and we're gonna look at our opened positions here. What's left, right? So I decided not to look for opportunity to open a new trade, because I wanted to make sure that we, again, this is one of the good things, top topics that we've been discussing sa chat natin, sa group chat, sa Discord, in our primary Discord server, chat server, is that why you would like to protect your gains. And in my own strategy, in my profile, um, as soon as I see some gains, right, based on my strategy and on our time frames, right, on our risk assessment also, basing on our leverage that we're using, the moment I see and I understand that I should take care of it, then I claim it, right? So that means closing the position. Kaya nga, di ba, in our history here, nag-close na tayo kanina. And, I adjusted our close TP target. The reason why is that's the reason why, right? We wanted to protect our gains. Although you could ask me, Chad, you could have just left it there. You would probably gain more by now. That is true. That is true, right? However, what happens if we're wrong, right? What happens if the price suddenly goes up and rally up instead of going down? Although medyo if you're gonna base it solely sa technical analysis natin, we could clearly see dito sa trend that it should be going down, right? Because it's already overbought, di ba? Dito sa one day, overbought siya. And even in our 4 hours, this is 4 hours, 240, right? 60 times 4. Going down siya. And there's like a big red candle there. And that's actually one obvious indicator that it's going down. But the real question is, how long will that be there? And we don't want to be like, quote unquote, maiipit, Ayaw natin mangyari yon. So that's why, hence, I wanted, so I protected our gains, right? So I closed it. And now, we have less exposure, right? Instead, yesterday, na meron tayong like 10 positions here, right? So that's my logic around it. Now, we are in a very good position because that means our gains is already protected, right? Even if we close this right now, we're still very positive at the end of our month, right? Even if I stop trading now, we are way beyond our monthly target, diba? Sa highest natin, our monthly target is only 10%. And now you can see that's already 21%. Actually, it's going to be even more once it updates tomorrow, mga around at 1 p.m. our time. All right. So I think that's roughly 30% something, right? So yeah. Right now, we're just patiently waiting for our price to be hit. If not, if we see a change here sa at least a one day, that this is our maximum swing time frame, kumbaga, is that, you see that it's still just gliding up and then down and then glide ulit, right? Because that's basically sideways dito sa stochastic natin, right? However, there's a potential na mag-rally pa rin siya. Although we're seeing na nag-drop talaga siya, and that's actually very good for us, diba? So, if you ask me, wala ka ba tayong like tawag nito? What's the word I'm looking? Hindi ako marunong masyadong magtagalog, pasensya na. So, wala ba tayong like regret, kumbaga, right? Ano sa Tagalog sa regret? Basta regret. Wala ba tayong regret na nag-close tayo ng maaga? Yes and no, right? Yes, of course, because I'm just a human being, right? Sino bang ayaw ng, gain? More gains, right? Everybody wants it. However, no is because I've learned from my mistakes and I've learned for past, results and experiences for the past, I don't know, almost 5-6 years. Na, it's better to protect your gain than just staying longer there and, yun yung tinatawag kong getting wet longer, right? Getting dipped, ayun, and biglang mag-reverse siya, and then you could get yourself, suddenly finding yourself at suddenly big losses, di ba? Like for example here, if you look at the 1 hour time frame, dito way back in December 18, right, 2 days ago, around this time actually, or around 10, right? That's 10 p.m. You see yung pattern dito na pababa siya, right? But of course, the 3 MAs here, 5A13, was clearly showing that it's about to break out, right? Kasi nag-converge sila. and and this is just purely TA, right? Wala pang outside factors like fundamentals, big news like Trump getting impeached in House, but of course, actually, it's not affecting that, the stock at all, or even any other, ang tawag nito, any other, ayun. Okay, let me pause a bit kasi I think we're gonna TP, or actually we just TP'd another position, and I'll go back there. Ayun, because the price actually just hit. All right, it just even dipped way below. You see the lowest there is 60. It almost reached our lowest target. And then now it's gonna go back up again. But nag-hit yung isang TP natin. Right? Isang position natin, which is history. There we go. 1.66 gain. There we go. Yeah, we close at 622. All right, at least 1%, right? Now we're seeing another position to be closed. Ayan, yung isa, looming na siya, right? Our target there is 60.08. Hindi siya medyo nag-hit because that's what the, yung target, yung price dito, that's the sell price, right? That's the sell price. So we need at least 5 pips down para mag-hit siya sa buy price. Kasi if you're shorting, that means your exit price will be the buy price. And vice versa, if you are buying or on long-term position, long positions, not long-term exactly, but long positions, then your exit price will be the sell price, yung basis. Kasi you're basically trading against it, right? Parang, buy and sell, kumbaga, di ba? So, since our positions are all short, right, then of course we're going to be basing our exit based on our buys. And I think it's going to still go down, looking how the 60 minutes is actually looking right now, which is very good for us. Diba? Yeah, it's really about to hit. Yeah. So also one thing that why I like about trading view is because these prices here are somewhat advanced, a few seconds advanced, right? You'll see right away the price movement here, and then all we have to do is just estimate, kumbaga, the price change dito sa eToro prices. Right? Sometimes it will have like a few seconds delay, and that's actually a very good opportunity for a day trader like me, right? Opportunity yon na pasukin mo, right? Because a few seconds delay could actually mean a few thousands in your returns, right? When you TP, when you hit your targets. And just like what we're seeing right now, that's actually more potential gains. So we're just gonna wait again for that, and I'll go back to my discussion earlier about basically why we're why we're holding, kumbaga, and then also why we're closing. The reason why we're holding, because I still see that the price will definitely go down still. Yeah, considering na hindi siya affected by the Trump's current predicament sa US, and also it's the holidays, right? So we're actually like forecasting, kumbaga, like how will it look like on a day-to-day trading, kumbaga, the volume and all. It seems like hindi siya affected pa so far, although even next week it's Christmas time na, diba? But yeah, that's something that you need to consider as part of your strategy when you're trading on holidays, like around this time of the year. This is also one of the reasons why, as a trader, right, you can't really learn trading or how you trade, like, master trading, at least level 1 mastery, kumbaga, is that you can't do it like in a few months. Why? Because may seasons eh. May iba-ibang seasons on. There's like earning seasons, there's like holiday seasons, and things just differs from time to time. Kaya you have to at least experience the whole year round para you know how it feels during those times and how you would react, how would you um ano bang term hinahanap ko, how would you handle it, right? How would you manage the risk when you see one? And it's not easy, I- yun nga sabi ng mga professionals, you only need 50%, right? Or actually even actually like 30-40% success rate to win in the market, because that means when you win big, and you lose small, right? That's how their strategy works, at least sa mga big institutions. For us, though, it's a different story. Iba yung strategy ko, iba yung strategy nila. So here we are, waiting for that, and I think I'm actually excited to see. Ayun, it's right now getting red dito. We can't see that yet, but we'll refresh. But I'm even out in one my position. That means it's actually going sideways right now. Ayan, hindi pa siya nag-update. But in my other screen, it's solid black. That means even. Now it's green. That means if you look at here, let me show you a even shorter time frame. I'm looking at the screen. Ayan, I think it's gonna TP. Our TP target is 08. There we go. Nag-TP siya. And next TP target natin is 60 flat. And yep, it's gonna hit now. Anytime now. 2, 1. Ayun, nag-bounce back. Nag-retrace ng konti. Hindi siya nag-break sa 59. And we're left with one position. Because nag-TP na yun, right? And we're gonna wait for the last one. I think we could do this live. Hi, good day, Rodel. What time open ng Forex? That depends on the Forex. How you would know it? Very simple. You log into your account, eToro account, right? You could also Google this, by the way. Log into your eToro account, and then go to help, right? Help, and then market hours. That's the first one on top. It's a trade group, market hours. When you clicked it, you'll see the time here categorized based on the group, right, or the instrument. So if you're asking about currencies, right, Forex, foreign exchange, then you click Forex or currencies, and then scroll down, look for the currency that you're looking for. Forex stands for foreign exchange. So that's somewhat vague question, right, to ask if what time open ng Forex is because there's a lot of foreign exchanges, right? Yan. Ang dami nila, di ba? And you've noticed some of them actually are different based on where the exchange is from. So like for example, Europe, there's one, it opens at Sunday. Some majority actually opens at Monday around 6 a.m. our time. Right? Some opens at meron bang Friday? I'm not sure. Hindi ko na memorize to. I just look at I have primary Forex or pairs that I look out for. Ito yo, medyo late siya open. 8, right, on a Monday. So, iba-iba. So, you had to check it for yourself. Depending on anong pair yung nahanap mo, Rodel. I hope that answered your question. LK, hi, good morning or good evening. Ilan yung percent sa TP at CL cut loss mo, boss? Percentage? No, there's no fixed. Okay, that's another wrong question, or a misleading question, or a common question actually that our newbies would ask. My answer to that question is you would need to find your strategy on how you exit either loss or winning. Kasi yung TP is winning, right? So yung cut loss or CL is yung losing. So your strategy would surround basically purely based on your profile, LK. So that means, and we don't have much time to explain it further, but nandun siya dun sa webinars natin. And by the way, it's going to be free starting January for 2 months. So you might want to take advantage of that and register sa website natin. But the general concept to that is that when you, for example, here, let's go back to my profile. Here, dito, I still have an open account, right? So, this is currently showing a loss of 2.33. Not exactly a realized loss yet because open pa siya, right? The moment I close it, that's what you call a realized loss, right? Kasi andun na talaga siya sa paper history mo. But right now, as you can see, my leverage is times 10. And in my strategy for this trade, for this account, I'm willing to actually see as far as 40% as long as we go back to our technical analysis and fundamental analysis, which is also, the requirement for us to decide on what to do next, right? As long as it doesn't change, I'll stick to it and I'll wait, right? So asking me ilan yung percentage for to TP and cut loss, I can't really answer that specifically. It depends on the situation, right? I don't actually have a clear number on mine because, again, it depends on the situation. So right now, let's just say, for example, as an example, okay? Just an example, ito yung last position natin, dito, nag-iisa na lang, biglang mag-rally pa pataas ulit yung oil, right? If mag-rally siya here, instead of pushing more below 60, which looks like it, right? If mag-rally pa siya pa, mag-reverse siya pataas, mag-breakout, then we might probably, just cut loss it, right? It doesn't matter how much. But our default stop, or anong ba yung term? Stop trading, or yung SL or stop loss natin dito, ito yung hinahanap kong term, is actually, this is 50%. And this is, if you notice my parang dash nakasurround sa box, that actually means I enable the trailing stop loss. In other words, if I gain, right, and when I'm sleeping, right, if I'm not like in front of my computer, which I'm not always in front of my computer, if nag-gain siya, like sobrang laki, right, and I'm not away, and then suddenly mag-spike yung price, mamove din yung price ng stop loss natin dito. Automatically, the system handles that. Tapos, the system could actually trigger and close the trade to protect the gain, right? There's a lengthy explanation how that works sa help page natin also if you want to learn more about it, right? So percentage-wise, it doesn't matter for me, right? But the TP, it should just play for me. When I'm protecting my gains, I'm looking at least 1 to 5% most of the time. So if you notice dito sa history natin, you could, this account is public. You could search, you could Google it. Our execution success rate right now, at least 30 days running, is 99%, right? And that's very good. I like it. So, that number is very good, right? We're at 46%. 46% month to date yung gains natin. And if you notice, sa PL percentage ng column natin is just at 1, 2, 5, ganun lang, right? Sometimes, we get lucky, suddenly mag-burst yung price in our direction, then we get more. And, that's a good day. Very good day, right? But that's not our primary target, right? I don't like dipping too much sa gains natin, and I'd like protecting it. So, for me, that's, greedy way of looking at your trade. And being greedy, or too much greedy, too much greed in your trades could actually mean a loss, right? And that happens all the time. You'd see that coming. Ayun, see, may parang reversal siya a bit dito. Then this is 60. I'm thinking of closing this right now just to protect our gains. And I'm just gonna close that instead. Although sa 4 hours, may potential pa siyang bumaba. Kasi it just tested that price here dito sa, looking at the 1 hour chart here. The lowest, nag-60 flat talaga siya, right? Sell price. Now it retraced a bit. So that means it tested a 60, and that could actually mean that it will still go down, right? If you look at the MACD here, so 1 hour, the color, the red bars are still solid, right? That means it's not showing any weakening yet, right? And same goes with 4 hours and our 1 day. Yan, nag-form na yung candlestick natin dyan. Right? And that could actually mean a very good opportunity to still wait for it. Although, I'm thinking actually now to just close this and overall protect our gains. because we've gained actually way more than this 3% for the past 24 hours na from oil at least. Right? Ayun. So yeah, well, let's see. I'm just gonna give it a few more hours actually, and we'll monitor it. Right? I hope that answered your question, LK. And if you want to know more or learn more, if anyone is actually looking for mentorship or guidance, how to learn or where to start, uh, like I mentioned earlier, let me go to our website, tmeph.com or teamitoropilipinas.com. This is our website. We just posted something about our free TEP Academy access, right? This is a public website. You could access this without logging in. Although members have more access and more info na makikita dito sa website natin. And if you read more about it, we are actually offering our premium services or mentorship program sa TEP Academy natin with all the perks and access for 2 months starting January 2020, right? And deadline of registration is actually not next week though, but next week, 31st, right? So that's the deadline, right? Reminder ko lang na make sure that you follow all the requirements, right, before you register because ang daming na register even answering no without reading it. So I don't know what's up with that. Nag-answer ng no, pero obviously, sinasabi natin doon sa form na if it's no, then you won't qualify. So that means it's pointless registering if hindi kompleto yung requirements. The big one is actually require all that who wants to take advantage of it to register using our Team eToro registration or invitation link sa eToro, right? And that's one requirement. If hindi siya, then it's up to you if you want to create a new account, but that's going to be your option if meron na kayong account. If wala pa, then welcome to eToro and Team eToro Pilipinas and use our registration link here, this link. Okay? If you have questions and you're shy to ask this publicly dito sa chat right now sa live stream, then please PM me in Facebook or in Discord if you're in Discord. How to access Discord, by the way, just go to this website. It's located in the upper right. There's Discord. When you click it, it will redirect to our Discord channel. If you're not registered yet, then just follow the steps on how to register. Okay? Ayan. Another thing also, before I end the stream, I'd like to remind everybody about the Downtime Advisory sa eToro. And I'm sure if you check your email, probably nakita nyo na, but I'd like to remind everyone also na the eToro will be down starting actually today. Today, between 20, that's actually 10, right? No, not 10, sorry. 8, right? 8 p.m. to midnight, right? GMT. Here's the post. And I posted it earlier to remind everyone, and the details and the yung mga features na madi-disable. All right. You could also check the status page here. I linked it, and you should see the details if something is down. And right now they're all operational still, and of course meron din details about the scheduled maintenance, right? So, and they apologize for the inconvenience, and that's okay. That's why they time it on a holiday kasi medyo, it's expected na less yung trades on holidays. Alrighty. Ayun. So, before I end the stream, if you have, again, questions, please feel free to PM or private message me in Facebook or Discord, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Right? Also, if you want to know where to start, right? I again strongly recommend and invite you guys to take advantage of this free TAP Academy access. It's also part of our year-end gift to all of our community members, non-TAP Academy or members or not. Inviting you guys all sa mga TAP Academy members natin this is also a thank you, gift, year-end gift to everyone, right? Kasi your subscription to our access will just continue for free, of course, for 2 months. And we're actually thinking or discussing with the TP admins, Begsky and Glenn, if we probably need going to extend that for a few more months. I don't know, but we will announce that if we decide to do so. Alrighty. And also our YouTube channel link is down below our description here. If you're watching this in YouTube, please subscribe. The link is down there, and also enable the bell button para ma-notify kayo anytime na may new video tayong post, which I'm gonna be posting a replay video sa stream natin yesterday. So it would make sense what we were talking about earlier about our position sa oil and how we're doing. Sabi ko na nga mag-rally siya a bit. But we don't know how far. Parang naging fake breakdown lang siya, right? Parang naging bear trap. But now it's showing that's probably weakening. But this is like the short time frame, right? If you notice, 1 minute, 5, and 15 minutes to. So, however, in the dito sa 4 hours and 1 day, it's still going down, right? Potential going down, malaki pa rin. Kaya sideways pa rin kasi siya sa 1 day. Okay. Thank you again for watching. This is again Jed Villardo of Team eToro Pilipinas. Laksa. And I'll see you next time around the same time. I'm sorry I'm late today. Medyo yung technical difficulties, right? But I'll be back next week, right? Same time around 11, and we'll be looking for opportunities and trade with you guys live, real time, and answer a few questions. Also, while we're streaming, or we'll try our best, right? Oh yeah, someone just reminded me. I almost forgot. Question of the day basically is how to start, right? How to start with eToro, and I've been messaged by a lot of friends recently asking where to start, right? So I would say first is, of course, register with eToro. Get it verified as soon as possible, right? You don't have to fund it right away because you could actually practice in the virtual, right, portfolio. You could practice here, diba? You could trade and back and forth. However, what I recommend personally is that you practice a few months sa virtual. Get yourself acquainted or familiarized sa platform, right? And I also recommend doing that in your computer or laptop instead of your phone, because the main reason is potentially magkakamali ka, and especially if you're in the Philippines, the connection sa mobile data is not reliable, right? So may added na risk exposure done, right? Unless you're outside of the country, like andun sa Europe or in Singapore, mga magagandang connection, then okay, that's good. But I would recommend practicing it on a desktop or PC or computer or laptop, right? Then a few months, right? Practice it a few months. And then if you're looking for mentorship, which I would also recommend actually, because when I first started way back 2013, wala akong mentor, right? Well, I kind of have or did, because I look at YouTube videos, I read books, right? I consider them as my mentors, but not like an actual person talking to me, or I could ask if I have my questions, right? I have my doubts, or meron akong hindi naiintindihan, right? That's what a mentor is, right? Like a teacher or a professor, kumbaga, di ba? What we're offering, and that's what I just discussed earlier, is the TP Academy, is the mentorship program, right? And we have webinars, like weekly webinars. I just finished one this week, right? And we'll be doing another one talking about consistency, right? So if you want, and this is for free right now, right? Register and take advantage of that, and then you'll have access sa private post dito, which you will find the webinars from day one, and then to whatever level you are, para you know where to proceed, right? So, same thing also if you Google my name, Jed Villardo, you'll find our YouTube channel right here. And there's a playlist there in my page or in my channel. There's a playlist day trading journey. Open it. You could watch it or listen to it. And I think if you're gonna use um, a ano ba to, like phone, right? You could actually download it offline. So that means you could listen it when you're not online, right? The first video here is of course how to enable your copy trading when you're creating an account. Ito yung common mistakes dati, and that's why you can't copy trade when you're about to copy trade, right? Because you used different, answers sa verification question natin. Technically, this is the first video if you want to learn like how I do it on a day trader perspective, right? But of course, the details here are not that much because we're limited with at least an hour every day, like right now, right? However, in the webinars, there's more info there. There's more time, and we actually communicate on a daily basis sa mga mentees natin, or we call them scholars, right? I'm gonna show you our Discord channel. This is how it looks like. So Discord, right? This is a day trading channel. This is public, and you could see our post, but you cannot reply to it unless you opt in by doing so. Here we have like the instructions of how to do it, right? So when you connect to our Discord channel, you make sure to read the README channel, right? It's named README for a reason, and please take time to understand the requirements, especially if you're new to Discord. Then please take time and watch this video to show you how to simply navigate around the platform. This is just a simple chat software, right? Kasi nga yung sa group chat natin sa Facebook has a limitation, and medyo laggy siya, right? So, and then mahirap din mag-back read, right? Compared here, it's very organized, right? And then we have over 1,000 members here connected and talking every day. So we have different channels, and if you register sa Academy, and this is the landing page, right? So here we're gonna help you go through the process, the requirements, and then after that you'll land here sa Academy channel natin where we post premium content and recommendation, and not actual recommendations, but tips and tricks, like what Bensky just posted about his watch list. Okay, Ruki? Ayan. Sorry about that. Uminom lang ako ng tubig. So, ayan. So that's how you start. That's the starting point. And then on the Discord also, medyo overwhelming siya at first. And that is true. And that's also true for us, for me, for anyone actually that started from zero, right? And that's why we have the TP Academy mentorship program to help everyone starting from scratch, not get lost or misguided, or parang yun man na FOMO, right? And heads up lang, in our academy, in our mentorship program, especially in our mentorship program, and in our community, we don't like spoon feeding. We don't recommend spoon feeding. We don't preach that, right? Spoon feeding is like, literally spoon feeding, giving you the answers. We want you to learn how to look for it, how to research, how to understand it, right? Because at the end of the day, we're not always around, right? Just like at school, diba? That's how you learn, right? You stand for yourself and then research and understand it instead of just asking answers right away, right? So we're here to guide you, we're to look mga tips, but we're not here to spoon feed you. Okay? Again, so that's how you start. So if you have questions, please again feel free to PM me or any of the admins to ask where to start exactly, but that's how you basically start, at least in our community. And we'll show you ang daming naming resources. And then I know it's overwhelming when you're starting. That's why we're here to help you. Para hindi overwhelming siya. All right. So thank you again, guys. I'll see you next time. Gold morning, evening, afternoon. Again, this is Jed Villardo. Thank you for watching. Laksa Laksa. And happy holidays.